It kicked me off my live. Hey y'all, I'm not live and all. Hey Lakia, do you have a question? I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you. I was actually just like about to take these off because this one is starting to come off. But I want to get some new nails because Halloween's done and over with. But that's good. I'm happy for you. Yeah. What would you like to know? Yeah, my thing kind of hopped off. I don't know what happened. Does my ex-boyfriend Calvin's ex-girlfriend know about me? I think she has an idea, but I don't think she knows. Guys, make sure you hit that like button, blah, 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 that thumbs up button. I can't say like. I don't think she knows for sure, but I think she has an idea that he did. I just don't think she like is certain about it. I think a part of her feels like something happened. Yeah, but I don't think she's certain with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Five of Water. It's almost just like she just knows though with the Two of Cups in reverse, like, but it's never been told to her. But there's anxiety with the Nine of Swords about like this. So, I mean, I don't think she's blind to it. I just think she's just like she's just like, nah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she's aware. I think she has an idea, but like I don't think she's really aware. Like I said, I think she just has an idea of like, okay, maybe that did happen. Yeah. I don't think she knows though. I don't think she's just like, it's not like I said, I don't think she's aware. Thank you, Diamond. Ari, are you still here? Guys, if you have a question, feel free to post and make sure you like the live. Give it a thumbs up. But what we were talking about with Ari was just like getting at her own way when it comes to relationships. Cause for personal reading, so Lakia, my personal readings right now run. Here's me. I'm like, I am kind of doing $50 for the first time clients, but I'm trying to phase that out just because we have a lot of people who are just getting it as like reading, and then like kind of just like not like disappearing, but just wanting to build more off of that reading, where it's just supposed to be like an introductory reading. So I do have that one, and then I range anywhere from like 125 for just a spiritual check-in to 250 for I think 250, 300 for a regular reading. So I'm very precise at what I do, believe me. That's why I give out free readings so much, because I'm like, this is how y'all gonna get me right now. But if you guys want a private reading, that's how much it costs. It's like two something, 250. But we're together for like an hour and a half mostly. And then I have like so many, you guys don't see this, but so many different decks of cards, you know, that we use. And these are just, what's it called? The cards that I have that are around me, you know. So, oh, and there's another, here's me, I'm like, I forgot about this deck. There's like a couple other decks. So a love reading, I think, is like 250. Hold on. Because I would have to get back to you on the price for a love reading, but I'm pretty sure it's like 250. But like I said, it's an hour. We go through, you can ask as many questions as you want during the love readings, an hour and a half. Maybe sometimes 2 hours, depending on how much we go through. We get your spirit guide answers. We get what's blocking you in love, what's coming towards you in love. I've been doing this all my life, technically, but officially, like, for the last, like, 5 years, going on 6 years. So all my life I've been a psychic. I just didn't know that's what I was doing. I could have sworn like I was just like being myself, but like people would be like weird with me, and I'd be like, why are people being weird? But then I found out it was, oh, because I'm psychic. And I know things that are gonna happen before they happen. So, but yeah, I think of a love reading is like 250. It's for about like an hour and a half to 2 hours sometimes. We go through what's blocking you in love, what's coming towards you in love. If there's anyone around you that's blocking for you in love. Kind of like the timeline of when love is supposed to come in, who your soulmate is, what they're gonna feel like, what their personality is. Um, just how they're probably going to come together, when you're going to come together, what are you kind of doing when you guys come together. If you're looking for a soulmate, now if you're in a relationship with someone, it's like, you know, like if this is your person, are you guys going to be together forever, or is this a karmic relationship? If it turns out to be karmic, we go into like, okay, if this is a karmic relationship, where is your person, the person that you're supposed to be with? Then we go into like, okay, what do you need to learn? Like, what this person do? You know, like a lot for me. I think when I would get love readings like this, I would always get like the, what's it called? The Knight of, not the Knight. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles all the fucking time. And a love reading, I hated it. And I'd be like, what do you mean? But like now I know, because I have so much patience with my man. Like I'm just like, I need to learn patience, because I would never, like I would never. It would be a lot. Buffering. Is it still buffering? But yeah, we go into depth. We do kind of everything, a little bit of everything. And we really try to, I really try to go deep dive in practically everything, so you can get all the information you need. You don't have to go to anybody else for a long time. But okay. Next is Joey. Am I still buffering? Do you have any scary or weird spiritual or paranormal experiences or stories? The weirdest things you've seen? So I actually recently this summer had a really scary experience. But we're gonna do keep on your yiffin. Keep on yiffin. Yiffin. Am I ever gonna we're gonna do keep on keeping on this question first, and then we're going to come back to that question. Keep on soulmate. Is keep on ever gonna find a soulmate spirit? Is keep on ever gonna find a soulmate spirit? Keep on. Yes, you're gonna find a soulmate. I feel like it's gonna be after you kind of realize you're in control if you want a soulmate or not. I think like a lot of times we think that like it's the world that's doing this, or like, you know, life is kind of putting us in the way, but really you have control over finding your person in this lifetime. So I feel like 11:11 on my clock, you are going to decide your, if this is what you want to find your soulmate, you will find them, okay? So you just have to bring that energy towards you. Any scary experiences? I have had some. Joey Point 20. In the summer, I had one really, really interesting experience, and it kind of has me, it opened up my mind a lot. No problem, keep on, when it comes to spirituality and just like what my powers can do. When I think this was like a random like Wednesday, like Tuesday, Wednesday. I think the night before I didn't get enough sleep, and so I sleep with like a mask on, and they play music. And this, I was like trying to raise my vibration, because that's a lot what I do. I practice raising my vibration a lot, because I'm psychic, and so I get hit with a lot of stuff. But I was doing this one night, one morning. I think got woken up by my sister's cat, and I told her to get your cat, and I went to bed, and I put the mask on, and when I went to sleep, and I immediately started dreaming, and in this dream, like, people were moving out, and I was moving into this house. It was really interesting. And when I moved into the house, like, I remember walking to like the room, the back room, and like going to bed. And so I remember bringing like the covers over me and like going to bed. And while I was sleeping in the bed, like, I heard, like, I was like shut my eyes shut in the dream. I was hearing like almost like a radio in my head, but I'm in the dream. And I heard it in my head. It was like someone saying, "Oh, but then they played the baseball game," and they were just explaining to me like stuff like they were doing. Is it still buffering, guys? Let me know. They were just explaining to me stuff, and like I was kind of loud and it was bothering me. And I remember saying in my dream, like, "Hey, hey, hey, what's your name?" And in the dream, like the I remember the radio stopped, and it was a person. It was like, "Oh, hey, my name is Davis." And I was like, "Oh, Davis." And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Davis, can you keep it down? I'm trying to go to bed." And so he was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll just be downstairs. That's where I died." I think he either said that's where I like died or reside, or like it's where he died. Where he died. Because I remember it was like that's where my grave is or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so then I tried to go to bed, and then I remember there was like this energy felt like, and the only way I could explain it, it's like feeling like something's vibrating in your core, and it was released, and it left me while I was lying down in my dream, on the bed in my dream, sleeping in my dream. It left me, and then I felt another thing come into me. And this time, this energy, which now I know is a trickster spirit, this energy came in, and he was like kind of getting me to do things. And I remember thinking like, "Oh, this person's annoying." And I remember him saying like, "An eye for an eye." And I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." Like, I remember audibly saying that, like, in the dream, while the trickster ghost was talking to me. I remember saying, "No, I'm not doing that. I don't need to do any of that stuff." And then I remember like covering my head in the dream. And then he was like, "Come on, Ashley, come look at me. Why don't you just look at me?" And I remember covering myself, and I was like, "No, I'm scared." And then I thought about it. I was like, "Well, he's just a ghost. What can he do? Honestly, like, he's just gonna stand there and be like, they can't really do very much." And then he was like, come on, Ashley, come and look at me. Come on." I was like, "Fine." And mind you, I'm still in the dream. So in the dream, I went to go take off the blanket and get up so I can look at this ghost in its eyes. And when I did that in my dream, I woke up in real life and sprung up, and I opened my eyes. Obviously, I still had blinders on, and I was like, "Oh my God." And when I lifted the thing, I just sat there like, "Oh my God, that wasn't a dream." That it I did not feel like it was a dream, because when I sat up and I woke up, I realized everything that was happening in the dream, I was actually feeling everything, like in person. And not only was I feeling everything, I actually yelled out audibly, "Leave me alone," like while I was sleeping. And I actually like it was such a mind like I just started crying. Like I was like like what just happened? Like I felt so violated because I've never had spirits enter me like that. That was really different. I've never experienced anything like that. It was just like very like it was like I can't even explain to you like how not off-putting, but I will say it was just like I was just a little disturbed. Like I was like, "Oh my God, like what do I do? Like how do I like combat this? Like how do I figure this out? Look, I'm breaking my nail. How do I like talk to these spirits? Like what do I do?" And I think the only thing that brought me solace was like to figure out if this was real or not was to look up Davis, because I asked one of the spirits, what was your name? And they said that their name was Davis. And so that's what I did. I went on to Google, I looked up Davis, and it surprisingly enough, there was this guy named Kenneth Davis who died 3 miles away from me in his apartment on the bottom floor. And I was like, oh my God, how weird. So crazy. And that's my story. So that's that. If you guys have a question, feel free to post, but that was kind of like recent. I want to say it was this summer that happened to me, and honestly, like I still feel goosebumps like just talking about it, because it was just like such a surreal moment when like you're doing this stuff and you're like trying to give like you're psychic and you don't realize like how psychic you are, and like there's just new gifts that just keep coming up and coming up, and I'm like, I don't really know what to do, you know? I don't know how to organize this. Like I don't know. So yeah, that's my story. But it's getting late, guys. I don't think we have a lot of people here tonight. But that's fine. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for being here. I hope the live didn't buffer, was fine and stopped buffering, and I haven't been just talking to myself this whole time. So, but I really appreciate everyone for being here and coming out and supporting tomorrow. Tomorrow. Bye.